people should come and meet you somewhere in London or somewhere. That's why I told you, let's focus on the justice. Let's analyze issue civilly. Yes, we have some elements here and there that we want to cause issues. But still, we still need some people who will be focused on the justice, people who want to analyze the issues without emotions, that want to analyze the issues based on the law, based on fact, based on evidence. Because at the end of the day, those are the three things that can really work in this justice. Forget our opinions here, forget whatever conspiracy anybody comes up with. But the only thing we can really take to court or take to the inquest or anything is the fact, the truth, and the law. And that, I think, we should be focusing on. Yes, let me lay it out here. I do not share in the opinion of this platform, but still, I believe we can always engage one another civilly and share ideas. Even if we don't end up agreeing, at least we can learn one or two things from one another. That's my own belief.
That's absolutely fine, Emperor, which I think this is how everyone should be without having to curse or swear. You understand? And lie.
But Emperor is actually from the other team. I thought he were actually coming to.
Yeah, I didn't lie about that. I didn't hide that. I told you I do not share your opinion here, but still, when we come together like this, when you provide a platform for other people you call other team to join you, we can always engage civilly. Your opinion about who you think is guilty or who you think is not guilty, even when the court has not pronounced anybody guilty. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this place is not, I don't think that's not still correct. I don't think this place is a jury. This place is not a court of law. We are only analyzing things and based on the way it evolves. And we are not saying someone is guilty. However, we are pointing some level of suspicious move. And that is to say, some people will still have to be held accountable for one reason or the other. So it's open up for debate. So if, for instance, someone has been said to have done something that is a form of accusation, then if you have a contrary opinion, this platform, I think, is open up for a debate where you can say, okay, this person is right in this regards, and that will be fine. So I don't think there's anything wrong in you debating and engaging, but it will be very wrong if you say you don't buy into the opinion of this platform, and that is only one opinion, and it is for justice for Mohbad.
Not really the platform as in general. When I say into your opinion, I mean the majority, because I've had the opportunity to listen to some of your speakers, not on this platform, but somewhere else. I know Bossman very well. I've listened to him on several platforms. I know Woody Beregete, guys, I think that's Lagata. I've listened to him. I've even followed him. So I know some of these people and I've listened to them speak, and I know where they are, I want to put it, where they lie. I know where what they believe.
Okay, I understand you now. I understand you. So if I may ask, can you give an example of an opinion that you don't support?
For example, I don't support one of the opinions where people think Mohbad died on Monday, and where people feel the police has actually messed up here, that they've not done investigation with the facts they have on ground. At least that's true.
Of course, the police have not done their investigation. We all know we are not dumb. We are not fools.
So where do you think they are failing, or what do you think they should have done better?
Yeah, they should have done better, because people who were with Mohbad, I'm not even saying 72 hours, 48 hours, they are still working freely.
So what should they have done? Should they have locked them up? Were they not interrogated?
interrogated? Did you hear any interrogation? Were you there? Did you see anything? Did they
They
publish
did.
anything for
They
us?
were interrogated.
Sorry. Excuse me.
What did
Sorry
they
to cut
tell
you. Let
us?
me just
What
start from the
interrogation?
first. Let me. Sorry, ma. Let me just
Please,
come back.
let's
You know
wait
the
for one
first.
another, please.
Okay.
I'm with you,
Maybe
Mercy.
Emperor, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I would love it if it's what's it called? A conversation instead of giving opinions and narratives. So if there's something I'm saying that is someone is not agreeing with, you can interject me and we slug it out immediately.
Conversation is basically
Okay.
your opinion.
Exactly, but we should base those opinions on fact, evidence, and law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please, can I come in the area of the place? You said where as the police messed up. Do you know the first step the police messed up was when they came to the police station with a dead body? The police refused to give a police report. The police didn't ask what happened to the dead body. They didn't even go out to see the dead body. So you want to tell me in a sensible country? Okay, I'm sorry to use that sensible country. I shouldn't have used that. I do apologize. In the Western country, let's say Canada, America, UK, Australia, you would go to the police station with a dead body and you will not be arrested. Or, I mean, there will not be radios. Next thing you see flashing lights around you. Like, where did you get that corpse from?
Yeah, on that, I will agree with you. They should have done better there, especially when the cops was there in their premise. They should have done better there. But still, you don't know what I don't know what Baba went there to report. We only know what he told us. We've not had we've not had the police part.
No,
So
please
we
hold on there,
can
please,
only
Emperor, hold on there, please.
okay.
It is important that we clear this.
Okay.
Your assertion was about police doing their job, and Tolu
Yeah.
is rightly telling you that from the onset there had been failure.
They have
Now,
not at that point.
Papa
Hold
Mohbad
on, sir.
didn't have to go there and tell them anything before they perfect their duty as police officers. Now, from the very day, the very visit to the house, the police should have started their investigation and their work. So I'm happy that you agree that they failed in that regards. So, and that is to say that they actually failed. So I think you are also agreeing to the fact that police failed or hasn't done their job as they expected.
Hold on. Let's make this a conversation and not just submissions. See, when Baba Mohbad went there with the body, like most people, we go to the police to get a police report with the body because it's something that happens in Nigeria. We all know that. You need their report if someone died, and you need to move the body around beyond the immediate environment. You need a police report, and people go there for police reports, and they will not, because of that, go there to inspect the body or start asking questions if you don't raise the questions yourself. If you don't at that point suspect anything, and if you don't tell them, how are they supposed to know that this boy died under mysterious circumstances or suspicious circumstances? So it's only if you raise that to them that, oh, this person actually died in a way we don't think is natural. Then, if at that point was said to the police officer,
What are you saying,
sir. I won't allow you to sway this platform wrongly. No, sir.
We are not swaying the platform. We are having a conversation.
When there is a case of spy and the individual or people take a body to police station, it is their responsibility to ask them question.
Immediately.
It is their responsibility to begin to question it. Where are you coming from? Who is this young man? Where are you coming from? What leads to inspire? It is the responsibility to ask questions, even without them saying anything. So on that ground, it is safe to say they have failed. It is important that on that same venue, that same spot, They should know where the disease lives. And they should swing to action and visit the place to know what has happened, even without them saying anything. We should not just try to paint things that as though we are fools.
No, see, all we're doing here is giving our opinions based on the little
that's what I'm
facts
telling
we
you.
have.
I'm telling you that the opinion you are marinating is a very faulty one.
No, it's your opinion that is not. You're not basing it on facts. See, okay, you are assuming Baba went there and told them something bad happened to my son. What if Baba went there and told them,
what I said.
my boy fell sick
I'm
and
telling
died.
you that even if Baba didn't say anything,
so
even if Baba didn't say anything, it is their response to
you're the
ask.
police officer. Hold on. You're the police officer now. I come to you. Oh, my boy is outside there. He died. Oh, and I need. We need to go and bury him. Or I need a statement from you, a report. So tell me, what are the questions you will ask me? Ask me now, and let me answer you. So let's just put it like, let's role play here.
Where are you coming from? That will be the first question I will ask you.
We are coming from his house. We went to.
Where are you coming from?
From his house.
What happened in his house?
The boy died. He was sick and he died.
Was he sick? Was he sick?
He was
what?
Sick. He was sick and he died. I answered you.
He was sick?
Yeah.
Okay, which hospital did you take him to?
No hospital. We took him to the hospital and he was dead before we got there.
What's the name of the hospital you took him to?
Kuramed Hospital.
Kuramed, what did they say happened to him?
He died before we got there.
What did they treat him for?
He died before you got there. Yes.
Okay, what's the name of the doctor that saw him, that pronounced him dead?
We don't know, but immediately we took him there, they checked him and they told us he died and we had to leave there immediately.
No hospital.
Then you need to provide me the contact of the hospital.
And the report.
I told you already, the name of the hospital is Kuramed Hospital.
Then you provide me the contact of the hospital.
And the report.
I don't have the contact. I'm grieving. I didn't have the chance to sit down and start asking for the name of the doctor when my boy just passed away.
Why? Okay, that is fine. That is fine.
Oh,
okay, see, Mr. Man, enter this car. Hey, Mr. Man, enter this car and let's go.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. You think any sensible police officer would detain a grieving father and tell him enter this car, let's go at that point of the time, of the day?
That's a human life we are talking about.
We are talking about life of the day. No, we are
human life.
here now.
They will not even care
without getting to this extent. Now, did the police ask this question I asked you? Did they ask?
Are you sure they didn't ask? You're not there. You've not asked from them. That's what I'm saying.
They would have detained them.
No, I'm answering you now that what if they asked and Baba answered the way I just answered you? So tell me, as a human being, you will hear that from a grieving father and the widow outside there to everybody crying, and you will say, no, let's go to the hospital. I want to arrest all of you. Tell me. I'm not saying this what happened. We're just playing here. Don't forget.
So as a good police officer now, you think it's not good for you to send the grieving father away just like that?
The police, they don't know their job then.
I'm not saying this what happened here. We're only trying to role play here. That's not what happened. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So you not send the grieving father away to go with in somebody just like that.
Yes.
You know, Mr. Adedotu,
he was confused. He was left between the option of going to bury or going to mortuary.
Mr. Adedotu, I think the right question to actually ask Mr. Emperor
is
at the point where you asked a grieving father what happened to your son, and he told you that he wasn't there when it happened. You're supposed to ask as a police officer who were the people.
Say he wasn't there. We didn't know if Baba said he wasn't there. Well, from the role play,
he said it when they told him that. Where did he report the case to? He said he's just a stranger here. He said so.
He said so everything.
Why wouldn't a police officer ask him who were the people with him? What did they tell you happened to your son?
Remember, there were over 100 people in the house.
Yeah. See, the point is still lost on you. Sorry, I think you're missing what I'm saying here. You're missing it. I know I said initially that if all Baba said is right and the body was there, that at that point, on that issue alone, police messed up at that point. Don't forget I said that when we started.
Yes, you said that. So on that simple ground, it is safe to say that police perform below optimal.
See,
Then
at that point,
also
I'm not
again, on
arguing
another
with you at
But they
that
did
ground,
not
point. Don't
perform.
on
forget.
another ground, Mr. Emperor,
right
the police
person,
performed woefully by not sealing the scene
the
of
crime
What
scene,
scene?
Mohbad's spy.
even as we speak,
Somebody
What
died in
scene?
the house and the
even
body
as
was
we
brought
speak.
to you
Hold
and you
on.
don't even know the
Hold
cause
on.
of death.
Hold on
He
there.
was
Before you
taken to the
proceed,
hospital. Sorry,
hold
Mr.
on.
Emperor, let me just land. He was taken to the hospital and they claimed it was pronounced dead on arrival. A lot of things could have transpired in the house. What led to his death? What kind of sickness? You're
Even as we
meant
speak.
to make a proper investigation as a police officer to know what actually killed this person. Was it
That's fine.
typhoid? Was it malaria? Was he
Can I
strangled?
come
What
in now?
happened to him?
Let me come
Even
in
as we
quickly.
speak,
Please
the
let me
place is not
respond
still sealed.
to.
Even as we speak
I'm
now,
understanding.
everyone is going.
Hold on. For after after exhuming the body, from where I stand and from the report we got from the police, I believe they did investigations. They called it preliminary investigations. And what did they do? They went to the house. For those thinking they should have sealed up the place, you don't know the rule book police is working with or what their procedures are. If you have any police officer here, investigative police officer, who knows their rule book, who knows what they should
Sorry for
do and what
cutting
they
you
should
in,
not
sir.
do
Mr.
at
Emperor,
any
why are you
point.
talking like
Hello,
this? Why are you
no,
talking like you
sorry,
are talking
sorry,
to
sorry,
kids?
sorry.
Oh,
Please, can
sorry,
I
What do
sorry.
cut
You
you
know
mean
in?
you
how you
don't
people
know
Please,
rule
manipulate
books
please,
of
people
how
let
that
me
don't
bodies
give
to
even
be
know
everyone
about
at a
placed?
this
time.
case.
You're not
Can you
talking
go,
to
please?
children
One
now.
by one,
This
one
is
by
how you
one,
people
please.
manipulate people that doesn't know anything about this
Messi,
case.
Oh,
What
Messi
do you mean
Idris.
we don't know rule
Messi
books of
Idris,
how
Let's
hold
police
on,
keep it
please.
operate?
civil.
Everyone,
Let's
hold on,
keep it
please. Mr.
civil,
Imperial,
please.
hold on, mister. Please, sir. I since you are from the other team,
Yes,
I
sir.
I've been on the Abefair team before. I mean, I've gone through
I've
that
heard
group
you a
before.
lot. I listen to you well, so I
Now,
know you.
listen, and she did us dirty by muting us, right? And I would like to send you back to them. Abefair and
That's
anyone
fine.
that
If you
want to
want to
join.
drop me, that's fine.
No,
That's fine.
no,
hold on,
because I
bossman,
want
hold
to,
on,
because
bossman.
you are not well
No,
prepared.
that's fine.
I
That's
want to go
fine.
back to them.
No,
That
no,
doesn't
no,
mean
hold on,
no bad
bossman,
feeling at all.
bossman. Please, I
It's
just
fine.
have
It's
some
your
questions to
platform.
ask
Oh no,
him.
no, no! I'm not yet
It's
Please,
your
dropping.
please.
We
platform.
talk, sir. Mr. Tolu, you talk. I
It's
want
okay.
you
It's
to
your
just. I
platform.
want you
Drop.
to. No, 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 no. It's not. See, what you have today is just a privilege, and I know that on.
I
I've heard.
understand.
Hold
See,
on,
I'm
sir.
not.
I know
We
that
will
on
still
the
meet and
other
we'll still talk
platforms
later on. It's fine.
they don't, you know that they've none of the, I don't, they have not used any other insulting word on you ever
And I
since
have
you've been here.
not insulted
You
anybody
understand?
yet, too.
Exactly. Well, constructive debate and a conversation. So, and we haven't muted you ever since we've been here. We didn't mute you at all. Even when you
It's
have
fine.
a internet problem or whatever, we brought you back three or four times. Go and tell them, the Abefair and Co. and all that.
No,
That
I'm not here on behalf of
no, no,
anybody.
no, no,
You
no, no,
can't
no, no,
tell
no,
me
no.
to go
But
and
we
tell
are
anybody.
sending you. The boss man now
No,
is
no,
sending
no.
you to them. That
That's
they
wrong
should
and
come
that's
here if they
insulting.
want a debate. They should
No,
come on
I
the
am here.
platform.
I've presented myself here for a constructive conversation. If you can't have that, you can just drop me and I'll go. That's fine.
They can always come back here. Just let them know since you're on
No,
that.
You know what?
No,
I can see
no,
you guys don't want this. It's fine. So you guys
no,
will take care.
hold on, Mr. Emperor. Wait, hold on, Mr. Emperor. Hello, Mr. Emperor, please
Hello?
don't go, please. Hello, can you hear me? Don't go.
Yeah, I
Let's
can
just
hear
have a
you.
constructive and gentleman conversation. Okay, let me start. Do you accept that this intrigue we're having with Mohbad's case is a systematic failure that's been in our system, in our policing system? That is one of the root causes why there is so much debates
100%
and
correct.
That's good.
thank you very much. Because you have said, because number one, I will just give you an example, very simple example. Yeah, I have two children. One pushed the other, and the finger broke next to the door. Then we rushed down to the hospital. And when we go to the hospital, I can tell you, 6 different clinicians came and was asking us questions. If the child, they even asked the child beside and said, which of these people broke your finger? If the child had pointed to me or the mother, do you know they would call the police immediately? That is just a little finger that got broken. But you brought a dead body into the place. Because how many people have been murdered in Nigeria that the police are not concerned about? Because you brought in a dead body and you are not concerned to even stop, okay, what happened? You are not
Tolu,
bothered.
if I may interject,
Go on, sir.
the systemic error did not even start from there. You didn't start from it. It started from where this boy wrote petition against some people, and they had to call him to come and face. They had to call him together with people he wrote petition against, that they were bullying him, threatening him, thereby causing him to even fear further and not even show up for the meeting. So that's where the failure started from. Up till that moment, where if truly Baba went there and narrated the story to them, if they had done nothing at that point to start the investigation immediately at that point, that's another failure at that point too, which I agree to. But moving beyond those two, when the body was exhumed and when the official investigation started, so far so good. I want to give the police a 90 or 95% score here, based on their report and
Sir,
based
can I
on
interject
what
there?
they have done.
Can I
Sorry?
interject there?
Yeah, go on.
Can I interject you just please? If
Yeah.
you were to, if in your opinion you're giving them a 70% mark, I'm sorry to say I'll give them a 10%. Why?
Yeah.
I'll give you an
It's
Very
example.
true.
I'll give you an example.
Emperor is not
Do
being
you know when
sincere.
the late Funshaw Williams, when he was spied, then they called in expatriate police people to come and investigate the pie. Do you know what they said then? They said they couldn't do
I don't
anything
want
because
enter
when
road now. Now, now they talk.
sorry. So when the expatriate, I think they got them from London Met. When they went to his premises, they said they couldn't do anything because the house was filled with so many fingerprints. And why was that? That is part of the systematic failure. The police failed to seal up that environment.
So at what
And
point do
earlier,
you think police would have sealed up Mohbad's house, even if that was a crime scene, even that was a murder, if that was the murder crime scene? Because we need to be careful. See,
Immediately.
immediately,
I'm saying
immediately
this
they
because
got the report that there was a nurse involved.
yeah, I'm saying this because I know a little bit about the law. I don't want to say I know so much about it. I know a little bit about the law, and I know the definition of some of these terms. When you call something a crime scene, what crime was committed there? First, the only crime,
God.
Okay, the first crime was
the only
a
crime we can
quack.
agree on,
A quack.
the only
According, no, sorry to
exactly,
interject you.
exactly. No,
The
I'm
first
going
thing
your way
was
too. I'm
that's the
going your way.
okay. Go
The
on.
first crime the only crime we can agree on that was committed there that is clear, even by the police report, is that a quack nurse carried out a practice in the house. So that itself is a crime because it was done in that house. But for murder, manslaughter, whatever you want to call it, until you establish the time of death and the cause of death, you cannot really pinpoint where the crime scene is on that.
Okay,
So we
sir,
need
can
to
I
be
interject you?
careful.
Can I interject you?
Okay.
Please, sir, let me interject you at that moment. Another
Yeah, go on.
major flaw in the investigation was, and according to the police, I'm not using what the public believes. I'm coming to you with what the police have said. They said he was bleeding profusely. In the car, they did not prove pictures of any bleeding. But in the house,
See, we're missing the
there was
wordings.
proof of bleeding.
No, you're missing the wordings of the police. They said he bled profusely. Bled is not
So where did
it's
the
not
bleeding?
bleeding. not what's the word again? Not bleeding, bled. That means it bled. At a point, it was controlled. That is the meaning of that. No,
This
no.
guy,
Okay, then if we
this guy.
Ask anybody who understand English more than me or more than you. Ask
no, okay, but
them.
Yeah,
he
Mr.
bled
If
Emperor,
somewhere.
I
He
think,
bled
if
Mr.
somewhere.
Emperor,
He bled
Mr.
somewhere.
Emperor, I
No, no,
think I
let's not
understand
laugh.
what you're
Let's
trying to
let's be.
say. It wasn't a continuous bleeding, according to what you're saying now. But
yeah,
if he
and they
bled
now said
profusely,
the
yeah.
bleeding
If they claimed
continued.
it was,
Hold on.
yeah, if they claimed it was a profuse bleeding,
Yeah.
how were they able to manage it? Who was the medical person that managed a profuse bleeding? You know what profuse bleeding means? How did they
No,
manage it?
tell
He
me.
wasn't taken to the hospital. He was taken home. Who bleeds profusely and will be taken home and he would be alive for 2 days.
Profusely is a subjective word. Remember that. You can
Say
have a
subjective
small wound.
word.
No, you can have a small knife wound or cutting yourself while cutting your onions, and the bleeding can be profuse, even without small cuts. And you can have a very big cut, and the bleeding won't even rush at all. So that's what I'm telling you. What kind of injury did he have? Then you have to now marry that together with the word profusely. If it's a
Yeah, but
cut, if
that's
it's a
what the
small
police
cut,
said. That word profusely, we heard it from the police, and that's why we are asking. So the
exactly.
police should
You
tell
have
us
to marry all this.
what kind of injury could produce that kind of
You cannot
profuse
separate all
bleeding.
these words on their own and start giving meaning to it. You have to put it in context of the statements. That's how to analyze things. Put it in context. They said he bled profusely, and the bleeding there was and the bleeding continued. They not say and the profuse bleeding continue. And the bleeding, that means the bleeding that continued later in the house was not profuse bleeding, because let's be sincere, let's be fair,
Oh,
and
you
let's be
want
true
them
to
to keep
ourselves.
saying
If he
profuse,
was
he bled
bleeding
profusely, and
profusely,
the bleeding continued.
till he got home, we all know that he cannot lose more
Gampero.
than 4 liters of blood, and he has to
Hey,
pass it.
hello,
He has to
hello,
pass.
hello, hello, hello. Sorry, let me to interject you. I know we want, and I like this conversation.
Be
But
for real,
I
Mr.
didn't.
Emperor.
We're having a conversation as if we're in a law court. I just put in on chat GPT now, define bleeding profusely. And it says
Yeah.
bleeding profusely is a medical term used to describe a significant and rapid loss of blood from the
Thank
body.
you.
It
Thank you.
Yeah.
suggests that the bleeding is heavy,
I don't understand,
continuous,
Mr.
and
Emperor. You're
potentially
just speaking too much English.
life-threatening if not promptly addressed. Signs of
Exactly.
profuse bleeding may include blood
No
flow that
doubt,
is
ó
difficult
gbóyìnbó
to
bọ̀ tó ń
control,
twist ọ̀rọ̀.
rapid heart rate, drop in blood pressure,
You dey talk to
paleness,
people as if
dizziness,
na only am na
weakness,
go
and
school.
unconsciousness. So,
So what are you
let
getting
me
at?
continue. Profuse bleeding can result from various causes, such as traumatic injuries, deep cuts, severe lacerations, puncture wounds, or internal bleeding from organs. Immediate medical attention is crucial in such situation to stop the bleeding, stabilize the patient, and prevent further complications or even death.
Thank
If the
you.
police use the word
Okay,
profuse
you use the
bleeding,
word profusely. How were you able to
they're
Bled.
actually
define it?
implicating themselves.
Now, Tolu,
No,
the
see,
How
police
were you
were
able to control the
actually
bleeding? Who was the
describing
medical person
what
there?
led to his spy. Am I correct?
Yeah.
the police were telling you the event that happened before he died. The
Yes.
event that necessitated them eventually calling a nurse at one
Yes.
point in time.
Yes.
So the
And
police
that
said
is
he
to
bled.
see, listen, Mr.
Okay, go
Emperor,
on.
what you don't know is supersedes
Tell me.
you. I'm a medical
Tell me.
personnel.
Tell me.
Thank you.
When they say someone bled profusely, now they
Yes.
use the word bled, which shows
Yeah.
that it's an event that precedes the pie. And it also means an event that could potentially lead to the pie.
No, because if you continue further in the police report, you will see that that was not the bleeding profusely. That was not what led to his spine. If you had listened to them and continue with their narrative, we're talking about the police narrative now. We're not talking about our own opinion now.
Yeah,
So the
what did
police
the
went
police say?
further. The police went further They said, and the bleeding continued. And the next day, his friend noticed the pain, and they suggested that they go to the hospital, and he refused. Then his friend persuaded him that they should call a nurse. So if it was still a profuse bleeding till that Tuesday,
See,
as a
listen to
medical no,
yourself.
hold
Listen
on,
to
I'm putting a
yourself.
question to you there.
Someone
I'm
bled
putting a question to you.
profusely
Hold on,
already.
I'm putting a question to you. If he was bleeding profusely from the venue of that show till the Tuesday he died, as a medical professional, how many liters or gallon of blood do you have to lose before you pass on? So tell me how many
Listen,
liters would have gotten out from his body?
I wasn't there to measure the liters. But I'm telling you, it's
No,
already
you can
stated he bled
do that
profusely.
on Google too. Someone should put it on Google that how many liters of blood can an adult lose before there will be a problem. And tell me,
Mr.
let's
Emperor,
not
I think
calculate
you are
it.
not I think you are not understanding Mr. Adedotun. The
Okay, tell
reason
me.
they
This
used the
guy is
word
just here to
bled
just create
was
controversy. He's
because
not ready to learn.
Mohbad at one point
Good evening,
bled.
everybody.
He bled. He wasn't he didn't die whilst he was bleeding, but he bled at some point heavily. And that
We
could
didn't argue
weaken his
that. See,
body. That could cause anything that could actually
we
have
didn't
led
argue.
to his
That's not the
death.
bone of contention here. We agreed on that at a point in time, he bled profusely. That's not the bone of contention at this point in time. We
What is
moved
the bone
past
of
that.
contention, sir?
So what is
What
the
is
bone
the
of
bone of
contention?
contention?
The question, what's the name? Tolu Red was raised in here, was that the bleeding profusely continued till he got home, that there was no blood in the car, there was no blood anywhere until he got home. He's trying to he's trying to puncture the story of the police. He's trying to put a hole in it. That's what he's trying to do. And that's the
Okay,
bone
but
of contention here.
if Mohbad
We
got
No,
agreed
injured
with
at
blood
the
profusely
show,
at a
Mr.
point.
Emperor,
We agreed
if
on that.
Mohbad got
Good
injured
evening,
at the
Minister.
show and they left the scene of the show immediately, of course there should be traces of blood in the car if they claimed he bled
Of course.
profusely. Was he treated immediately before they moved? Who treated him?
That's the question the police did not answer. That's part of the question
And
we
that is
need to
why we are
ask
saying they
instead
did
of.
a wash, as in they didn't do a good job.
again,
Why
that
would
is
you
to
No,
come
tell you
and
that
tell
they
us
didn't
that
do a
somebody
good
bled
job and you are
profusely and
defending
you
the
cannot give
police.
evidence?
Good
no.
evening, everybody.
You
Good
were showing us
evening.
evidence of the swollen hand. You are supposed to show us the evidence of the bleeding that you claim. You cannot just put up a story and think people will just buy
Who is
it.
supposed to show us evidence of the bleeding? Police, were they
The
there?
police that did the investigation, what happened to the car? They didn't look at the car.
Mr. Emperor.
Emperor Tisalo.
Nah, Sufa Julaila. Me, Tori Olongun. Are you kidding me?
Emperor Tilo.
He needs to send a request back. Oh, why did we have to leave like that?
I hope no one dropped him.
Yay! If you are in the
I
comment
was just
section,
going to
please
ask
come
him.
back up. Oh.
Because I was just going to ask him that another mistake the police
You know,
made.
you don't
Everyone
come
wasn't thinking right.
up on platforms like this and want
Everyone,
to come
I'm
and
just
twist
even using the
things.
law.
You
I'm
have
not even using
intelligent
public
people here.
opinion. Everyone in their house committed a crime, and that crime is called negligence. And what is
100.
it? Negligence in taking
Every
someone to
one
the
of them.
hospital
See,
refers to the failure of
Emperor,
omission.
come back.
Yeah?
Oh.
It was a deliberate. It was deliberately neglected. Not like maybe they didn't know what to do. Mohbad was deliberately
to
neglected.
buttress what Tolu was saying,
Go ahead, Mr. Detum.
Good evening to every blessed.
They should bring him back up. Bring him on. Who dropped him?
He dropped himself. Oh, Emperor.
Emperor, MIT lo ejo Emma Boluke.
Because I don't know how long he expects someone to bleed in order for them to pass. They literally read whatever the definition of profusely. I don't know if he doesn't understand that, but I hope he comes back.
Hold on. First, your moderator dropped me. I didn't leave because there is no cause to leave here. It's not like you're abusing me. It's not like you're abusing me or anything.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, sir? Good evening to all the members of the panelists and the commentators. I have a question for you to start with, sir.
Okay,
Please,
ma'am.
why did you come this way? Why did you know? Let me tell you this from what I've heard in the comment section. I am justice for Mohbad. You have your intent. You have your own thing, and from everything you've been saying so far, so good.
What's my thing? Why do you think I'm not for justice?
That's what I'm trying to explain, sir. Kì í ṣe justice for Mohbad totally.
You are not.
Why?
If you are for justice, you won't be justifying things that were against justice.
So my question to you is,
if you allege, you need to prove. You allege that I'm not for justice. So why do you think so?
Me,
why do you think you are the one just for justice?
I am saying so because number one, you've condemned some of Joseph Aloba's action. You are defending the police unnecessarily. You are being, I'm not sorry to say this, but it's an English word. You are being a bit hypocritical with your thoughts regarding this case.
That's your opinion.
That's what I said.
Opinion.
That's my opinion. Now, my question to you is, this is strictly justice for Mohbad. Why are you
for it? Stay. If you're not for it, don't come and be trying to.
Hold on.
Yes.
First, I didn't force myself up here. I made a request. In fact, I didn't make a request. One of your moderators of the owner of the platform asked me here.
And we're glad that they did. Thank you for accepting. So my question again to you.
Please let me land. Because I had a dissenting opinion in the comment section. So if you just wanted people with the same opinion here, then you guys shouldn't have brought me up. I'm only here to hear my opinion. At any point in time you feel it's no longer welcome, you can easily drop me or block me.
No, they don't have to.
What I stand for,
let me speak now. You've been speaking now.
Justice for Mohbad. No, you accused me that I'm not for justice. What I stand for is justice for Mohbad. No, you accused me. No, you accused me. Let me defend myself.
And I'm not taking excuse me, sir. I am not taking what I just said back. You are not.
So let me defend myself.
Oh yeah,
can I defend myself?
Mongbo, because èmi náà fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Torí yín ni mo ṣe gùnkè, Mongbo.
Please let me defend myself first.
Go ahead.
I am for justice for
Or rather, let me ask you this question. What does justice for Mohbad means to you?
In my defense for your accusation, you will get the meaning from that.
It's a simple question that I expect a simple answer to. What does it mean to you?
No,
then I will pick up from
me
there.
and you want me to just move away from that? You just accuse me and we want to move away from that?
I'm still accusing you. That's why I asked that question.
So let me defend your position first. Can you take it easy, madam? Let me defend myself.
This is how I talk.
Yes, so can you just hold on? Justice for Mohbad for me is knowing what happened to Mohbad, the situation surrounding his death, protecting Mohbad's legacy. Those are the things that constitute justice for Mohbad from where I stand.
It doesn't include who fight him.
I just said that. Are you listening to me at all?
No, I'm not deaf. I heard you very well. I was expecting you to say the person that fight him to be caught.
I didn't say person. I say what led to Mohbad's death. Because see, that's the issue. We cannot jump the gun here. We don't even know if somebody fired Mohbad yet. We can't drop the gun. I said this until we know the situations, the circumstances surrounding his death. That's when we can now get to that point of saying, no, so and so people fired Mohbad. Can we continue committing injustice just because we want justice? No, that's not justice. That's not justice. So let's know the situation surrounding his death. Let's know those that were involved in it. At that point, then we'll know those to point fingers to. Then we'll know those to go after. That's justice for me.
Okay, so what are the circumstances? What do you think are the circumstances surrounding his fight?
Good. From the police reports,
God,
Mohbad had a fight. He got home. The injury he got from the fight developed into something they need to manage. The poor management of the injury led to his immediate death. But then again, let's not forget that before he died, He had people bullying him up and down, people chasing him up and down.
Okay.
People who have made his life unbearable for him. Made his
Okay.
life.
So,
Yeah,
go ahead.
you were saying something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was okay. Let's
Everybody
the
has taken their side at this point. I don't understand.
starters is
Sorry.
there was a fight, right? There's no proof of the fight, no video evidence of the fight, except for what somebody told somebody.
Who is the somebody? No. Again, we have made another assumption there. The police
Which is,
interviewed 26.
excuse me, sir. Where is Mr. Emperor? Now. You know, they come to Jabu.